Games Workshop are up to something very sneaky. They're up to something big. I personally feel like this is the foundations being built to bring back another traitor Primarch to Warhammer 40,000. I've done videos about theories, about rumors about this before, and now I'm clearly seeing in the text that this is going to be the coming of the next traitor demonic Primarch. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, I know some people are still not convinced, but this has already happened before, and we're about to see it with another demonic Primarch, and that is Fulgrim. Way back during 8th edition, throughout 9th edition, the Fulgrim links were clearly there. When we were getting like the Vigilus campaign, when we were getting some of the other campaigns, the Arcs of Omen, the Psychic Awakening, the text was hinting that Fulgrim was in the galaxy, he was doing certain things. There was like Inquisition text, like it was all like deleted and stuff like that, where it was like a giant serpent snake-like creature was devastating planets, ripping it apart. But of course, like I said, the Inquisition ripped all the files and made sure no one knew what it was. Like, that was Games Workshop hyping it up, setting the foundations and building that demonic Primarch to return. And what we're about to see during this edition, hopefully next year, is Fulgrim's return, the Emperor's Children refresh, and he's going to get a brand new model, of course, and the Emperor's Children are going to get some brand new models, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing. But the point I'm trying to make is that Games Workshop work within years, and they build these characters up, and then boom, they hit you with like a brand new demonic Primarch model, and of course the narrative then that goes along with it. Now, as I said just a second ago, I personally think that this is now starting again, and we're seeing it now with Vashdor. Vashdor is this new brand new character that they've introduced into the setting. He's got the wormwood that's tunneling through like the webway, real space, looking for this lock so he can find this weapon and bring devastation to the galaxy. But one of the reoccurring things that keeps happening with Vashdor is his allegiance or his partnership to a certain Primarch, and that Primarch is none other than Perturabo. Perturabo, in the new lore, has sent vast amounts of warbands to work with Vashdor, to help Vashdor, to link up with Vashdor, to bring devastation to the galaxy. It's stated so many times that Vashdor and Perturabo have like an uneasy partnership when it comes to making demonic engines or bringing war to the Imperium itself. And I now think that this is the foundation that is being built upon now to see Perturabo return to Warhammer 40,000. Now, before we go to the rumor side of things and re-go over some of the whispers in the warp about Perturabo's return and who he could be fighting against, I just want to look at how much this does make sense. If you look at the Primarch releases so far, we've had Nurgle, and that brought back Mortarion. These are all God-aligned ones. Angron, World Eaters, right? Khorne, you've got Zinch, you've got Magnus, soon you got to get Slanesh, Fulgrim. Now, after that, you're gonna need some demonic Primarchs that are not aligned to Chaos Gods. And the only demonic Primarchs that are out there at the moment that are not aligned to Chaos Gods are Lorgar and Perturabo. I know some people say that Conrad Kurz is going to return with the soul gem and stuff, but that is so far down the rabbit hole. That is another video entirely for another rainy day. But I think right now the logical choice is to go with Perturabo, not Lorgar. I do think they will bring back Lorgar, but again, that's another video for another day. And the reason why I think that it's going to be Perturabo is everything that's going on with Vashdor. Vashdor is the link. He is the lock. He is the key, as he's been searching for the lock and the key through the narrative, because it's all about this brand new war against machinery. That's what Vashdor is unlocking. He's basically the anti-machine deity in the galaxy that's ripping apart any type of cog and stuff like that, and Perturabo falls into that because he brings vast amounts of demon engines and demonic things in that type of area. So then to linking up could be the next big narrative that challenges the Imperium, that challenges Gilliman, that challenges Lionel Johnson. And if we circle back to bringing a Primarch back that is unaligned to the Chaos Gods, one of the reasons why it makes sense, because then when you come to deploy a Chaos faction, potentially, if the rules allow you, you could take that Primarch with certain warbands that you can't do with other demonic Primarchs. Like World Eaters, you have to take Angron. But let's say if you did bring back someone like Perturabo, maybe he can be taken with Night Lords. Yes, it's not a logical choice. You know, put him with the Alpha Legion, again, not a logical choice. The logical choice, of course, would be the Iron Warriors themselves, and then that opens the debate. Like, if they did bring Perturabo back, then does that mean the Iron Warriors are going to get a refresh, which I personally would welcome. Even though I am a Son of Dawn, I am a simp to the Imperial Fish Gene legacy, I would love nothing more than another Chaos Warband to get absolutely vast amounts of love. Alpha Legion, well, we have just seen a little bits with Night Lord. Iron Warriors, like, really go really out there, like new characters or old characters from the lore with, you know, more 40k designed, you know, maybe badass Terminators, demon engines and stuff like that. You could really start expanding the ranges rather than just doing, like, you know, just World Eaters, skulls, Death Guard, big bellies, and, you know, spewing up everywhere. Zinch, you know, their asses are on their face and stuff like that. You know, really, really, really cool, like, old school 40k, like, veterans of the Long War design. I think that that's what it really opens up. And for those people who regularly tune into my content, we have discussed this before. I got a rumor about this a couple of months back that was saying that Perturabo was going to return to the setting. He was going to be working with Vashdor. With his work, you know, this big weapon is going to be kind of unlocked, and another Loyalist Primarch then comes back. The Loyalist Primarch was hinted that it was going to be Leman Russ. Leman Russ and Perturabo would fight. It kind of does make sense. It sounds too amazing to be true. This is what really makes me think it's not going to happen, because this story sounds amazing. And GW storylines are kind of, I don't know, I don't want to be mean or anything like that, but they're not really that much exciting. But this one sounded really, really exciting. And what we normally get, like with Primarchs coming back, Loyalist and Demonic Primarchs coming back, is that they set it up where Primarchs normally fight a Primarch that they're not really I say a rival with. For example, like Gilliman was fighting Mortarion and stuff like that. Angron was fighting Lionel Johnson. There's rumours apparently that the Lion and Gilliman may be meeting up to take on Fulgrim himself and stuff like that, which is, you know, again, sound absolutely epic. So maybe Leman Russ and Perturabo does sound pretty cool, and, you know, Leman Russ versus Perturabo. I don't think I've ever seen them interact or do anything during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy. Please prove me wrong, or please post an extract where they actually, you know, battle each other and stuff, but I just can't think of a time where they actually went at each other's throats. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that say, no, not another Demonic Primarch, no, not another Loyalist Primarch, I think it's ruining the setting. I can kind of agree, right? I think when you bring back too many legendary figures, it can be kind of like, oh boy, this is just like another setting, this is just like 30k, but on a whole different tier of levels and stuff like that. Personally, I love Demonic Primarchs, I love Loyalist Primarchs, I like them being brought back to the setting, but I can see from your point of view why it can be a bad thing. My only thing to say to you chaps is that I think Games Workshop have let that ship sail now. As soon as they brought back that first return Primarch, that is it. I think they're going to bring back as many as they possibly can, because Games Workshop wants money. I think that's a logical thing about this. That's what it's all about. Yes, they can have storylines, they can have cool models, but Primarchs sell. It makes Games Workshop a lot of money. So I think they are just going to keep bringing them back every couple of years. I think we did the maths on it a couple of months back, and it was like throughout the entirety of the editions so far, every 1.5 years, technically, there has been a return of a Primarch, Loyalist and Demonic. So, you know, Games Workshop are probably got to keep that train going forward. We're going to see it with 10th edition. Fulgrim's going to be coming back. I won't be surprised 10th, 11th edition, they bring back another Loyalist Primarch. That's just the way that Games Workshop are rolling these days. Anyway, Chaperonios, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, I personally think the foundations are being built right now. I definitely see Perturabo being one of the next Demonic Primarchs to be brought back to the setting. I'm actually going to go out now and say it. He is going to be the next Demonic Primarch brought back to the setting, even before Lorgar. Lorgar's got to come back, but Perturabo is going to be the big one first. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, any of your ideas, theories, rumours, whatever you want to talk about, post it down below in the comment section. I'm having a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.